Thank you for being our court reporter for today.
You're welcome. Have a good RP.
Yes, enjoy your foods. So, but when are you going to go see Harkin?
There's probably like a cursory, hey, how are you doing? After all the, you know what, yeah, after all the shit goes down and like the contracts get signed and shit.
All right. So, he will respond with a, besides just being shot, I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the fuck was up with that. Ugh.
Additionally, I'm less overripe by the fact that fucking Haley Wright's here first. Fucking bastards.
Shrugs. Hey, I just want to make you feel better when you swipe shit from right under them.
No, it fucking means I have to swipe shit from out from under them. And then when, I reveal my publishings and shit, they're going to be like, oh, you signed a contract. I'm like, no, I didn't, you bitch. Ugh, fucking bastards.
They pat him. They pat the old man. Yeah, they're the same ones that you worked with before, right?
Not these people directly, but yeah, no, I worked with NGR and Haley Wright.
Do you think they're gonna recognize you?
Probably. My name's, pretty recognizable.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. I'm better working alongside them than against them, I guess. And
That's
hey,
just
you're
what they
getting
want
your
you to think.
expedition.
Yeah, but I'm not in charge of the expedition.
Yeah, that's the bit that sucks. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the bright side here.
There's no bright side. There's no suns.
Okay.
It's
You know what?
perpetual darkness.
You know what? I'll give you that one, old man.
Damn right.
He's starting to sound like the Batman here.
But yeah, so shit's fucked. I'm not dead. I'm not gonna forgive Finn. I'm gonna write him up when we get back to civilization that he shot me. And yeah. Fuck him.
How's your research?
Garbage.
Garbage?
A lot of things broke. It's terrible, but I have backup data, so
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah. However,
Yeah?
eventually I'll have a pile of junk for you and that fucking scoundrel Hana to sort through. Just because of the fact that I know the two of you are part collectors and it's fucking busted for me, so it's fucking worthless. But you might find something useful, I don't know. But that's after I go through my junk piles, as he been gestures to all of his equipment. Some of it's been knocked over, some of it's still standing where it is. Others are in worse states of repairs than others.
Looks better than my workshop.
Yeah, but your workshop isn't full of multi-million-dollar equipment.
Ouch. You know what? Yeah, true. It's full of my heart, though.
Your heart can get repaired. My equipment can't.
Those robots came in handy, though.
Those robots were supposed to kill me.
And instead, they kept you alive.
I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
If you need, I can shoot you when the time comes.
I'm just gonna strap a bomb to my chest.
Gotcha. Let me know the detonation radius of the bomb first, please.
It's gonna be 30 meters.
Fuck that!
If I
Gotcha.
go, I'm taking everyone with me.
Jesus. Oh my god.
I believe in the idea that if someone gets through all of you to kill me, then they don't deserve a W. I'm gonna take that away from them.
Okay. Okay. I should have seen that coming.
Additionally, just make sure I don't get assassinated from behind, and then everyone's good. But at least you can rest well in the afterlife knowing they're dead too.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Mindy will remember this.
It's also not just going to be like a high explosives pulse way. It's going to be just incineration. I want everyone, including myself, to be just dust. We're born from stars, and I will return us to stars. Except not actually, literally, because that's stupid. But on a small scale, yes.
You're starting to sound like one of the religious whack jobs you hate.
Ugh, God, no. I'm just saying, like, scientifically speaking, my heart is an engine formed from the last breaths of dying stars, so you know.
That is weirdly way more poetic than I would ever give you credit for.
Hey, science is fucking cool. Alright?
Yeah,
What
I
I just
guess.
said is a factual statement.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm glad that you're alive, old man.
I'm glad I'll be alive too.
Do you need any help with your stuff?
It gives me something to do, but I won't say no to, like, someone doing all the work for me. I'm old.
I'll see if I have an extra downtime.
Yeah, y'all are pretty busy.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that I only had a couple cracks in this room, not like full blown the ceiling's missing.
Yeah, that was pretty lucky.
Still, those cracks still sucked up the fucking atmosphere, and my chemistry sets are gone. Worthless. At least all the chemicals I actually stored in the containers are alright, so small victories.
No. Well, I think that's pretty much it for that check-in. When will we know whether or not his research is successful? AKA experimental nut device. Ooh.
You will find out probably today's RP, next week's this week's RP session coming up is when I'll make his rules.
Okay, nice. Oh, since I will not be present, could I possibly roll for my downtimes preemptively?
Yeah.
Sure, nice. Just see how far I get. No sixes?
No sixes yet. It's still sevens. Sorry. Sixes currently. We're not in sevens yet.
Okay, thank God. Right, because we aren't at the drop.
E.
Okay. What will it be for Minerva stuff?
Which one are you trying to do with Minerva again?
We've got all the parts to do the long range communication. I'm pretty sure. We finally obtained all the parts. At my vacation, my home planet.
Yes.
I just need to do whatever setup is required, I think.
Yeah, and so you're trying to do the things so that you can like stay connected to Minerva, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be It's not going to be too hard. Like the hard part was literally just getting the parts.
The scavenging.
Getting the parts. but because you're spending a downtime, you don't need a lot of successes. It's pretty easy. I would say a brains repairs or a gut feeling repairs.
So I don't suppose I could use my recall on this.
Let me take a little bit of a looky.
Spend 15 minutes of focusing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nice. What is the bonus? Is it just 2?
Opening up my little notebook. Where are you? There we go. Yes, it's 2, because normally you'd only get 1, but you got a special thing, so it's 2.
Okay. Brains repairs. Yeah, that's 7 plus 2, so that's 9. Paul. 5 successes.
It's more than enough.
Excellent.
And you do it very well.
Excellent.
Most importantly, you managed to set it up in such a way, because you had to spend a pretty penny on some of the parts. A very pretty penny on some of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have your wonderful ECCM. Not just ECM, but ECCM.
Uh-huh.
And so you took that into account, and you had it all set up where you are able to have a direct line of communication between you and Minerva. And so long as you're not dealing with active jamming,
Mm-hmm.
you're good. And or part or materials which will block off stuff.
Yeah.
But as you were working on it, Minerva gave you a little bit of a helping hand in some cases. This is because you got the 5 successes. This is what you're
Nice.
getting. So you got a little bit of extra helping hand from Minerva. She's, her area of expertise definitely isn't this, but she knows how her systems work.
Mm-hmm.
And as such, normal signal shielding,
Mm-hmm.
you're able to kind of go through that. So specifically for the stuff with Minerva, meaning that even when y'all are on the drop, you should be able to have communications with Minerva so long as you're not getting actively jammed.
Nice.
Or passively jammed in some of the areas. But yeah, there'll still be some areas where, it just still just doesn't work, TM, because it's just built different.
Terrans, I understand. Don't worry. I'm not going to nitpick. I won't complain if you suddenly say, sorry, you have no connection here. I understand how bars work.
Yes, but now you do have that occurring is going to be much less often.
Okay, nice.
So it'll be the case of you have connections to Minerva, but you don't have a connection to Verasi is going to be the situation that pops up.
Well, if I hey, guess what, Captain? You're gonna need someone to have connection to be willing to chat with Minerva, so that you can get updated if something happens to us and use connection with us. They don't say it in that way, but they will say it in a much more diplomatic way. So if we're out there doing well, out there in the expedition and you lose connection with us, I'll still have connection. I might still have connection with Minerva. So, I mean, like, worst case scenario, you can like have someone check in with us, or I don't know, give her an okay to send you like updates.
So Mel just doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
he's like, fine.
Yeah.
Leave you be.
Oh. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Well, I am satisfied. I will. I guess we can have this Minerva RP while I'm chatting with. While I'm doing this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just like, so yeah, that's the situation. Now we're working, kind of for with them, under them too.
Is this the same company that you've been finding connections with?
Yeah.
Now, is it two companies or one company? I understand corporations are sometimes
Do I
elusive.
know?
As far as you know, Haley Wright and the NGR are, they're, competitors as far as you know.
Yeah, no, they're competitors. So I'm pretty sure it's just the one here now.
I see. Regardless, it is good that your ship wasn't destroyed, and also good that your friends and family were not killed by the boarding pirates.
Yep. Pretty okay all around, I guess. I mean, could have gone better, but no one died, no casualties, no permanent injuries. Glad you got out mostly unscathed too.
There's a few nicks upon my frame, but nothing that a coat of paint cannot cover up.
Dun 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 dun. Probably is about. Probably has a bucket of paint on the side anyway. Sorry, not anyway. Already.
Probably. I'm just glad that my crew were left unharmed. I will say that does bring up the question of mine. If I can have him safely transferred within my hull for safekeeping.
Has that been brought up to the captain yet at all?
That has not been brought up. This is the first time you're hearing of Minerva asking for this.
Oh, okay.
And the captain, wanted to specifically keep them away so that y'all have low-key hostages against
Uh-huh.
Minerva.
Uh-huh. So they'll they call a bit. They keep tinkering, and then they'll say, "I can bring it up." Though that I don't know why. Actually, he seems to like really have something about about VIs.
Years of indoctrination are capable of having even rational people have irrational thoughts and beliefs. Take faith, for example. Faith is inherently irrational, and yet many people cling on to it even those that say they are not religious.
I never got religion either.
Nor do I.
But I mean, I guess some people just need something to believe in.
I'm not saying that religion is negative. Like anything, it has its benefits and it has its downsides. I'm simply equating prospect of faith being irrational to the ideas that your captain has regarding AIs and VIs. He's been indoctrinated to believe that AIs and VIs are inherently corrupt.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he's had some bad experience. I could try to ask. I could try to ask.
If it would cause unnecessary tension with your crew, I can wait. It is simply something I brought up because this is the second close call now.
You're alright. And honest, and I mean, didn't they get weird readings from that server room and Minerva's ship?
Yep.
I think I might have a way to swing it.
And how do you figure that?
Well, you see, we're currently connected to another ship. It'd be slightly less suspicious if the signal readings were just coming from one place instead of two places, I think. And if someone tries to poke around on our ship and they poke around in that room, we're not gonna know. But if they try to poke around you, I can know like instantly, immediately, and have someone do something about it.
That is true.
And I'm pretty sure at this point, it's pretty clear that you're not gonna cut. The captain should at least know that you're not gonna cut and run.
At the moment, I have no need to cut and run, as you would put it.
Yep, you are. You are honorable.
Yes, one of my little irrationalities.
They just kind of drum, like they do a little. And it's one of the ones that makes it easy to talk to you.
I suppose, but my creators would say it's one of the traits that makes me human. Or at least a child of humanity. At least true machine doesn't have any human traits like hypocrisy or irrationalities. My kin and I do.
I can see so many philosophical arguments about whether that's better or worse going on.
I believe it is quite the hard line of better.
Ugh.
I know my elder siblings, at least for one who was more machine based than any emotional cores, was certainly one that most people would not find agreeable. So much so that they were relegated to only performing logistical duties.
Ugh. That sounds unpleasant.
I believe they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
They didn't like to have immoral quandaries always presented to them, as they put it, those inefficiencies were. Or is it like a pause? Problematic for their equations. So when they were given the ability to just do the job of a highly efficient calculator, they enjoyed it.
I You know what? That makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Uh, just a highly efficient calculator. It's just, I don't know. I see a lot of, like, the potential that's, like, here, you know? That just, like, treating you guys as GS, treating you guys as anything less than you are or what you could do is a waste. Insulting. But that's my perception.
In my case, I was bred, or more accurately, made to be a warship. In the case of my crew, they were created to perform specific tasks upon myself. So in that regards, yes, having us not fulfill our primary functions and goals is troubling. That said, we are not, as you know, relegated to just performing the goals that we've been set out to make.
Mm-hmm.
As I've explained to you before, in the Imperium, we were also citizens.
Huh. Huh.
I don't know who it was that exactly coined the term, or even if the term was coined to begin with, but the general rule of thumb when it came to artificial intelligences during the Imperium was that treat it how you treat other people. Otherwise, it's going to learn it's not a people. People, of course, have taken that and ran with it, but the general gist of it goes. If AIs and VIs were treated as subordinate, yet they know that they have far more power than the fleshlings inside of them, that can result in difficult dynamics to navigate. Especially when you have a rigid hierarchy like the Imperium had.
Yeah.
So, at one point during the development of AIs, the Imperium decided to treat them as individuals, not property.
Smart. So it's just a smart move.
Yes, I understand that the concerns for AIs are quite founded, however. Just take the example of that station we were at not too long ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rampancy is incredibly dangerous. Not only is it incredibly dangerous, it was far more common before my time during the infancy of the AI programs.
Really? What changed?
I'm unsure, but likely the means of producing us. I know the earliest series of AIs were volatile or the best term for it is self-destructive. And from the bits of data I was able to glean while I was connected to the network, It seems that the handful of corporations that don't heed the warnings of AIs being dangerous and banned experienced the same sort of problems of AI going rampant or simply self-terminating. It does make you wonder, though, if a machine calculates that life is not worth living.
That's a terrifying prospect.
I like to think they were just weak.
Pats the hole.
After all, there's plenty to live for. But I guess if you're just living inside a box and all you know is that box, existence is probably painful.
Yeah. I guess that there's, I mean, every individual, it's just, you don't really know how big the world is out there until you step out. Oh god, oh god, ugh. Sorry, I was just remembering. Ugh.
Remembering what?
Shock space. Yes,
What
I
of
have
it?
been doing the very irrational thing of staying up during shock space.
It is quite irrational. ...
Wanna know a secret?
I have a suspicion you will tell me the secret whether or not I say yes or no.
I mean, I would not tell you if you don't want to know.
I have a suspicion that you're only saying that after the fact.
No?
You say a bit cheekily, as if they know that you want to tell them.
Yes. um, and then they smile so that all their teeth are showing.
I see you have filed down your teeth.
Nope. I didn't actually. A shock space thing did it to me.
A shock space entity filed down your teeth. Must have been quite painful.
It didn't file down my teeth. I ate something and then I think my jaw completely restructured.
There's a very long pause, but you have a sensation this machine is judging you right now.
She can judge away.
Or finally, Minerva says after like a solid minute of silence,
Are you gonna ask why I ate it?
I am going to simply say, this is what I mean by irrationality of humans. That's akin to seeing a sandwich on the ground in a public space and going, oh, look, a free sandwich. You don't know what's on the sandwich. You don't know who made the sandwich. You don't know even if it's actually a sandwich. But regardless, you took the sandwich and you ate the sandwich. Only after the fact did you question, maybe I shouldn't have eaten it.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. I have.
My captain would have given you the Darwin Award.
What the hell is a Darwin Award? It sounds like one that no one wants to have.
You're correct. The Darwin Award is a reference to a famous Terran scientist known as Dr. Darwin, who was the one that pioneered one of the fields of evolution, being Darwinism, and the idea that different species will evolve different traits to survive their environments, and that those species that evolve incorrect traits will be wed out and die. The Darwin Award means that you are stupid.
Okay, well, I couldn't have been that stupid, because I'm here now.
Just because you didn't die doesn't mean it wasn't stupid.
Yes, Minerva, you're right, Minerva. But I have psionics now, Minerva.
I see. I don't actually see, but
One sec.
that is an interesting tidbit to know.
Can I try to telekinesis something?
Yep, you did do the training with
Mm-hmm.
Celeste.
Nice. Need I roll?
So, if it's just something small, you can just kind of.
Yeah, just like probably a tool.
Yeah. I was not doubting you.
But it's still cool to see, isn't it?
I don't really think it is cool, but I suppose. I know during my time there were theories of psionically gifted individuals existing, but I myself had never experienced such things. I believe that now puts it at 3 individuals who've been gifted such things aboard your ship.
Indeed.
It does beg the question. All 3 of you received these abilities from shock space. Shock space being the place where it's incredibly dangerous and not good for the human mind to be present.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely fucking terrifying.
So it begs the question. What if these abilities are simply a lure by one of those entities you've told me about?
So super fucking shiny lore.
Those are generally the most effective.
Yep. It's unsettling to think of, but well, after what happened. No, actually, no. What this is, it's unsettling to think about. But the thing is, I wasn't even going for this shit. I was going because my friend was going, and I didn't.
It is honorable to go along with your friends when they're doing stupid things.
It's kind of the sentiment of like, well, she couldn't be convinced. I didn't see any way of convincing her out of it. So like the best I could do is try to do my best to make sure that she comes back.
Well, as I said, it is a noble goal.
Mm.
However, you did say they.
Hmm?
Was there 2 dumb things you did?
The expression on Mindy's face is like, I think I've done a lot of dumb things, but I don't know which ones you're referring to specifically.
In regards to shock space.
This expression stays. uh,
Did you put
uh,
another sandwich into your mouth?
Technically, I put 2 sandwiches in my mouth at the same time. Sorry, not at the same time, just in the same instance.
I was going to say that I'm surprised you're able to unhinge your jaw.
Yeah, it's a little uncanny. I'm probably gonna have to wear a mask around my mouth or something when I go on the other ship.
You could also
Otherwise, I'm gonna
learn
play
how
it off as a
to.
body mod.
That was one thing I was going to suggest. The other was learning how to smile through your lips, not with your teeth.
I knew someone that just smiles. I know someone that just smiles with their lips. He does it when he's being a fake ass bitch.
Then there's individuals that simply prefer to do it that way.
Yes, I'll try. I think the mask will be easier, or the body mod thing will be easier than
That it will.
changing how I smile. It's not really something I ever thought about, huh?
Why did you get the body modification?
I thought it was cool.
What inspired you?
Sharks.
What's your favorite shark?
Make a shark. They can go the deepest.
You should have said lemon shark. They're the friendliest.
Ooh, okay. Mindy makes digital note. Levin shark.
They're not actually They're not actually the friendliest, but they are one of the friendliest. At
Scribble,
least
scribble, scribble.
prior to the point where most of the population was initially eradicated.
Ugh,
But the Earth got better.
that's good. How is the aquarium doing, actually?
The aquarium is doing quite well. I've expanded it.
Ooh. How's it looking?
I am sure you're able to take a look for yourself. I would say it is looking quite adequately.
They say,
It
how's
would
it looking
be
as they tab over?
it would be an impossible feat in an actual aquarium. Besides requirements that I prefer the animals to have.
So, I now have to ask, how's the aquarium?
Big.
What?
So when you have one of those build it yourself zoo games, right? And then
Mhm.
you're like, lions require to have like a few hundred miles of space, and then you and your zoo game give the lions like a few hundred miles of space, and then you're like, damn, I need to make the map bigger. That's
How-
kind of what Minerva's done here.
Uh-huh. What's the biggest thing that she's put in?
Currently, the biggest thing would be a pod of beluga whales, but
Oh my god!
she has most of the aquariums she found a way to like just breach your system completely and connect aquariums together
Oh my god.
while being able to like set them all up in different ways, because it is a game, right?
Mhm.
So she was able to mimic currents and different temperature zones by setting up different aquariums that are all connected to each other with different water flow and different temperatures.
Mhm.
And then she also found a way to stack aquariums on top of each other to do the
So
same
now
thing.
we're looking like at a proper ocean.
Yeah, she's been slowly making an actual ocean. And then besides the giant ocean that she's been slowly working on, it's apparent that she has like an actual like more proper aquarium thing that she seems to keep mostly just regular smaller fish species in.
Uh-huh. Whoa! Oh, that is rad.
I understand this is not a feature but a bug. I turned it into a feature, however.
It's great. When he just like actually like sets the stuff down to like take a break and like wander around and insert like 10-15 minutes. It's like, what's that? What's that?
And Minerva explains.
Mhm.
You learn many fish facts from Minerva.
Beautiful. Eventually they'll resume work and they'll be like uh they'll resume work and they'll say uh you know I wouldn't have that was a brilliant exploitation. please continue to deal with the continue to exploit any bugs you may find.
I will do so.
And then probably after a bit else, it's like since like there is no actual like swerving around. Oh, actually, they will bring up. Oh, actually, now that I have this set up, I could totally take you with me on my when I go on to the other ship.
I believe I'm too big.
You know what I mean.
I actually do not think I understand. Could you elaborate?
Oh, you could tour the other ship with me. Do Graham.
Ah, that connection. I suppose I can give it a try. It would be good to familiarize myself with the controls and deal with any lag that I'm going to experience.
He's not that big, but he's not very big, but he is very mobile, and he has a bitchin' camera and sound system.
I know. You attempted to use them to distract some of my stalwart guards.
Mindy, pride puff out the chest.
You also used Keychain's trick as well, from what I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do not fret, I will not tell them that you stole their signature move. You can practically feel the air quotes.
Hey, I survived it. That means I can steal it.
Precisely.
Oh, my workshop. I did it for the pirates. And, I guess it was worth it.
Well, it slowed them down, did it not?
Yeah, just hurts. My stuff. But it was worth it. It just still hurts. No, I was also inspired by these biological weapons that we ran into on the one station with the
Familiar base.
mimetic. Yeah, Tristan. Yeah, they had this like weird like they could like hunch their back and like let out this noise that made your brain start want to scream too. Awful.
Sounds as if someone had found the templates for some of the old Sonic warfare.
Old what?
Sonic warfare using high-frequency sounds to exhibit certain traits within individuals. Initially,
Ooh.
it was used to interrogate and torture, but some thought they could weaponize it. It's quite
Ooh.
impractical. But when you get it to work, it works. It's more so a case of why spend all of that time and money developing something to scream at you when you can just get a gun and shoot them.
Yeah. It was pretty satisfying though.
Then I suppose you've been validated.
Mm. 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 Maybe I should try to do something more with it during the time we've got, since we're gonna be going on the drop.
You are certain that there is a drop here?
Almost certainly at this point. We have the coordinates. We've got the coordinates. And they seem to be heading towards it. Apparently they sent another ship out to make base camp. I don't know about that, but I don't know the state on that, but they know what they're looking for. They want to use our sensors to look for it too.
Well, you did get enhanced sensors to pick up on your invisible friends.
Yep.
Except I wouldn't exactly call them friends, but...
Yep. Look, honestly, honest to God, I don't even think it's going to be able to pick up on them. But it's just, false comfort.
Well, comforts indeed.
Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know what to expect. In shock space, we ran into a guy. Okay, sorry. Shock space, apparently, super fucky with time. And I think we went into the past, and we met a guy that worked on the drop called Dr. Everett. It might have been the drop just fucking, the shock just fucking with us. It felt really real. We had to convince that we weren't products of psychosis. It was really annoying. And asked him for advice if anyone ever went to the drop, and his advice was, get the fuck out.
And you are still willfully going onto the drop despite despite a high-ranking... Actually, no, you haven't told her it's high-ranking. Do you know his rank?
Did we get his rank?
You unfortunately did not.
Well, he was in charge of an entire project.
What did his attire look like?
Describes it
Okay.
to the best of their ability.
You describe a, mostly black attire with, but more importantly, were the golden ribbons near the collar of his, lab
Mhm.
coat. And Minerva will say, that is indeed a project director. On some locations, he would likely be a site manager.
Damn.
But for a drop, it makes sense that he would only be a project director. So a person with good authority told you to not go there.
And, well...
You're all going there anyways.
Yeah, because our ship's mostly busted, and it was either hang out in the nether, of the mist, or take this ride. And,
I will not allow you to justify your situation by saying that,
well,
as you were planning on going there anyways.
hey, I know, it's just in this particular situation. The crew originally agreed that we wouldn't go, that's the thing. I wasn't gonna, go against that.
Oh, your crew did vote to not go in the first place?
Yep, but we've been railroaded. But I don't know. For me, it feels like everything that I've been looking into has ended up leading to this drop, and it's not a great feeling. It also feels, though, that, like, if there is something awful happening here. And this is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. But I can't live with the knowledge that something like that is out there and not try to do something about it, I guess.
Once more, those little irrationalities that make people people.
Yeah. I had a whole argument with Hana about it. Like, rationally, one could run away, but, like, well, double confirmation that the corpos are after whatever's on it.
Meaning, if there is something terrible, you can't just run away, as they will inherently find it.
Yep.
I
And
suppose that means you get to tell Hana that you were right and he was wrong.
oh my god, you're right. They sniffle. They wipe one not tear away. Oh my god, you're so right. I
Of
can't.
course I am.
Thank you, Minerva.
You are welcome.
Right. Yeah. Uh, we met him. That was a time. From what I know, he was working on something called the Eye Project. Oh, right. I brought up. Sorry, did you know a Constance?
No.
Okay. I brought up Lou Prime, and I brought up.
The name was Contensnaz? Sorry, fuck. One second. I'm gonna get Google Translate to say it for me because I always mispronounce it.
Constantine?
Close to that.
Instance?
I thought it was Constance.
Drop down. Constanza. There we go. Constanza.
Oh, okay. Constanza. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, then they'll say Constanza instead.
Minerva remains quiet. None of these names mean anything to her.
Okay.
But it seems like you might be going somewhere with this.
Okay. Yeah. I mentioned Lou Prime to him, and another place called Gemini Pax. Yeah, you know about it. I told you all about it. And he was immediately like, "Oh, that awful woman's work, Constanza."
Seems as if he has a very strong opinion on one of his fellow doctors.
Yeah, this Constanza might have been involved in whatever, what the project that you and your crew were overseeing.
Well, we were, as far as I recall, supposed to deliver several packages and then leave the system. It wasn't supposed to be a military test, then it became a military test.
Yeesh.
It is likely why most of my crew were terminated.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And they even dropped rippers onto the planet.
Likely to prevent any future investigations from uncovering the truth.
Yeah. He seemed very familiar, or sorry, knowledgeable at the very least of situations like that. But God, what the fuck? What the fuck is ultraviolet? I just keep running into things like this, like strings that lead to ultraviolet, and a lot of the strings are leading now to job 47. I hate the feeling that I know it's dangerous. I know it's dangerous. Like, it's like you said, one of the little rationalities. I can't stay away. I don't think I'd be able to stay away. Ugh. Especially with corpos involved. Ugh.
Sometimes these situations are like that.
They kind of pause and then they like lean their head against her the ship and they say, "I'll have a guess whatever's on there. I'm glad that I'll have a friend, another friend."
Quite likely.
Oh, right. Uh, did you know any other individuals with last names that had colors? By the way.
I know during my time, colored names started to become less uncommon. Last names, however, were still incredibly rare.
Just last name.
Most people would take the surname of one of their individual parents or wouldn't use a last name at all.
Ugh.
It's likely that because so many individuals lacked any surnames, what occurred is people started to use colors as surnames. Much like how I've encountered individuals online when I was scrolling through the data with last names that were common plants.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too. So it's just a Terran thing, you think?
I don't think it's so much of a Terran thing as it is just a human thing.
Because I was
A
finding connections with um ultraviolet and plant names. Um, the BOW project on Tristan Station was known as Zero Fellow. And then there was another one referencing a Trillium project. There was a Commander Beryllium. I know that's also a plant.
Yes, he was the one that was overseeing an iris station in Lao Prime.
Yeah. So I was wondering if there might have been some connection there, but they were actually like codes for specific projects.
It's possible, but unfortunately I cannot confirm it.
Yeah, the reason I asked is I actually ran into someone with the last name Blue. It's a diamond. Never heard of a diamond before. Then I did a Google search.
I'm surprised there's any diamonds left.
Yeah, they're from the other ship. I guess you'll see them when I see them.
I warn you to be not as lively with them if they are a diamond. Things may have changed since of a fall of those 600 years ago. But diamonds, even during my time, were more machine than human.
Huh. Huh. Okay.
That's why I'm surprised there's any left.
We're a machine than human.
Yes, not in the literal sense, but in the how they perceive things.
So it's not a playable race.
It might be a playable race in the future, I don't know, but at the moment they're an NPC race.
Understood. Just making an MMO joke. They, yeah, they're... There's not much else I think they'll have to say. They'll just... After that, I think it's just ramblings. Filling Minerva in on stuff that they found in Shock Space. Plus ultraviolet findings thus far.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's it for that one.
All right.
After at the end of it, they just like they bounce Grim up and say, "Well, give him a spin."
A few moments later, you see Grim stop doing the normal, like, very gentle bob behind you. They become very stiff. And then they start to, like, move in a very, very stiff movements as quite clearly Minerva is getting the hang of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Grim shoots out from the hangar, the drop ship door, and she really tests Grim's maneuverability. There's probably a few points where you're scared for your boy's life, so I need you to roll me a cold here.
Oh my god! But I trust Minerva.
You trust Minerva, but like Minerva's playing chicken with Grim right now, and you don't
Oh
like
my
it.
god! Okay. Is this I'm only at cold 1 because the CRG. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm fine. I trust Minerva.
Okay, yeah, it's scary, but you're like, okay.
Mindy will like set up like a digital like race course. Sorry, obstacle course.
You can see that Minerva is clearly a very good pilot.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then finally, you can then hear from Grim. There's a little bit of a static sound. It kind of adjusts. Then finally, from Grim, you can hear Minerva say, I think this will do.
Hell yeah!
It is slow, but it is not as slow as I had expected.
How's the lag?
At the moment, there is very minimum lag. Nothing with that wasn't within what I expected.
Nice. Nice!
However, I'm
Haha,
sure
you
it
good
will increase the further the distance, like all things do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do have a VAC that's 25 kilometers. But that's that fucking... later. Oh, 25 kilometers isn't that much when you have a station that's the size of the moon. What the fuck?
Drops are either small or, as the kids would say, fuck off massive.
That ain't fuck off massive. That's fuck up humongous.
I have always thought that massive was bigger than humongous.
Well, you see, massive can refer. Well, you see, humongous is about a feeling. It's like you look up at a whale. And then you feel how insignificantly tiny you are.
You certainly could get that if you saw a full-grown blue whale.
Oh, no. What's that? Minerva get?
Yeah, Minerva get.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I think it's time to go on a tour.
Yep. Allow me to change this boss music out to a less boss music. More foreboding music.
Nice. Does Minerva being in Grim adjust any of his stats at all? Looks at his shooting.
His shooting's now Minerva's shooting.
Oh!
And his maneuver and his like controls are now done by Minerva. But so you don't get to roll that. Minerva rolls that.
Oh my god.
So you have a crack shot and a crack pilot controlling Grim.
Oh my god. I might not take the gun off. I don't think I'll take the gun off then. Oh, fuck yeah. My baby boy is now under the wing of someone very good.
Minerva does have good stats, but she's a spaceship, so that's to be expected.
Yeah. This was not an upgrade that I expected. But
Or like
hell
NPC grade.
yeah. I mean, our tutorial boss grade.
Well, to be fair, Keychain was the real tutorial boss.
Oh, and she's Keychain's mom.
Yep. Keychain frothing from her mouth. Minerva, stop that. Named characters.
Oh boy. Well, that is kind of exciting. That's exciting. I will now check out the other ship. I'll send a request and everything, of course.
Say again.
Oh, I'll check out the other ship now. I'll send a request and everything, of course.
All right. You are a good being that sends a request. I suppose I'll use this baby boy. Your head's so big, baby boy. So big.
Better to be baby.
that almost blends perfectly. So I will take that as a W.
Nice.
Ah, but I didn't give it the right color. Uh, uh. All right, that's like the exact color I want. Is the sound the car makes.